somewhere weird. Oh, it's definitely some octagon place. The Aster guys are here. I think we're just gonna head straight into it very, very quickly. So if they get the DM started, let's get this thing rolling. We're gonna go ahead and switch back in game, guys, so you can see what the hell we're doing. And we are getting ready to conclude.
Lovely. I am looking forward to this last match, final. I'm actually also happy that it'll be over because, guys, as much as I've loved spending the evening with you all, I've eaten when we started the stream, and I'm now hungry again. So I need to eat again. I need some food. Someone bring me some food. Yesterday I was streaming for firewood. Today I'm streaming for food.
Yeah, food. Order is food. It's gold. All right.
It's gold. It's the gold tank again.
It's gold. Not as good, but hey. Right, we're about to get the last match. Hopefully this thing will be without interruptions, as this is the very last fight before we start.
Lovely. I'm waiting right now to see if I can join this deathmatch. It is up.
It is up.
Yes,
just final notice to listeners: this is the final match. This is the fifth match out of 5. They've really been doing a good job fighting each other. We've had a lot of interesting teams, a lot of interesting contestants, except for that little Nosmorta screw up there. Guys, come on, you guys are better than that. So yeah, let's see how things ends up doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got a GVG going on at the moment, so I think he just saw red and was like, red. But, yeah, I don't think that's any indication of how Nosmorta is.
I don't think so either.
Their general sportsmanship throughout the tournament, their comments to us for organizing it, and their participation in all the tournaments so far. Definitely don't judge by Mr. Lancer, who I've already forgotten his name, as a piece of shall we say, friendly sportsmanship sympathy? I'm not sure.
Indeed. Just gonna have to see how this thing goes. We got a lot of the guild that shall not be named spamming me with whispers, trying to get their message up on the screen. So right, this is the last match as we're about to conclude the tournament. So let's see what goes on. And the fight's about to start. We're kicking this off, so it's going to be very interesting to see what display of sportsmanship we're going to see on the other side, not to mention gameplay. And they're heading straight into it, pulling the Lancer. They seem to be wanting to finish that one Lancer with very, very bad gear, and they're doing a very good job with it, as he's on very, very low health and tries to block his way out of it. They seem to be managed to get some CC down to save that Lancer. As the Lancer pulls away, it seems to be Daelf. He's trying to pull away, which could be very, very deadly with those fire blasts going down in his face. It also looks like the Enigma Priest is having a lot of trouble with that Slayer and the Lancer up in the face of him. Really doing the best he can to try and keep him away, and damn, he is receiving a lot of damage, as it seems the most of the CC and the DPS from Enigma is being knocked out by AA's CC. So hopefully we'll see how this match ends up concluding, as this is anyone's guess who's going to win. This is a very exciting match. Right now we see some of the
literally taking a lot of flack from Enigma at the moment. She managed to get away, but she had that Slayer and Zerka combo on her, taking a lot of heat.
Exactly. It looks like Hot Sauce is working on Lindley as well, trying to take her out the best he can. And we now have an AA Sork really struggling with dealing with the double melee DPS from the AA team. They really have placed themselves in such a way it makes it very hard for me to cast. And we now have an AA player almost down. Lindley Priest from AA is out. It is down to a 4-on-5. This is hugely exciting. While we still have the Priest from Enigma's team on very, very low health. And we have another AA player on extremely low health as he's trying to get healed. But it's just not happening. He's kiting, trying to avoid that very low geared Lancer as he tries his best to run. We now have an Enigma Priest as well, taking a lot of damage from both Daelf and whatnot. This is a hugely exciting match. Two exceptionally well teams, and we now have a Sork from AA out. It really looks like Enigma is going to be the first champions of the Best Friends Open tournament. This is exciting. This has been an exciting tournament. We've still got some action going on. Maybe they're going to pull it off. It looks as if Daelf is on low health as he's being chased by the two melee DPS, Slayers and Berserker from the Enigma team, and trying his best. And the Enigma healers, the Sorcerer, the Mystic and the Priest really doing their best to keep their team alive. It's surprisingly how well they can do with so little DPS. But yeah, it looks as if AA is out of the tournament. May we be the first to congratulate Enigma on winning this tournament. You guys have done really fucking well. You won. Congratulations,
I was gonna say exactly that. Actually, it's amazing how AA had managed to stay so far into that, down healer, down a DPS, and yet they were still in it. Really good display of teamwork. But amazing display of teamwork by Enigma. Just played better. They just used it better. Linnelly, the AA priest, was just constantly, sorry for the pun, on her back taking flack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really taking a lot of flack. She was trying her best to try to dodge it, but really just couldn't keep up. That's one thing I've really noticed by the Enigma team. Their priest and their lancer, their priest and their mystic really have amazing teamwork and manage to keep themselves alive. But yeah, if there's any Enigma guys listening, we would very much like to perhaps get some of you in a Skype call and maybe talk to some of you, ask you some questions, see what's going on, just sort of make a small interview out of it. If there's any of you there, go ahead and whisper me, and I'll grab your Skype names and invite you, because that was some interesting display, guys. That was definitely some interesting stuff. So if you're there, if you're watching, go ahead and send me a Skype handle, and I'll invite one of you. So let's just see if they end up replying. So that was some interesting stuff.
Enigma was also in the brackets that we didn't cast, so we didn't actually see their qualifiers.
Nope.
So for us, they were almost, in our opinion, a dark horse, because we had our money on America, Fakir, and Barak Thul. They were the teams we saw go through on 9 points. But Enigma dominated their bracket match. They went through victory, victory, victory. They clearly dominated their quarterfinal as well when we saw them go up against Jackie's team, Team Red. Actually, were they one of the ones that went through 3 rounds as well?
I'm not sure. I am not sure. I honestly can't remember. But this has been an impressive display. This has been really, really fun. And it was an exciting thing for us, because unlike some of you might have noticed this, but we're actually new at casting. We haven't done casting before. Myself and Eddie, we're completely new at that. I've done podcasts before, but that's completely different than this. You get a chance of editing on a podcast, you don't in a live stream. So this is exciting for us. It's been an exciting experience for us, and we've definitely learned something, and we've definitely decided this is something we want to do more in the future.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been let out on air. Most people wouldn't think it wise, so I was quite shocked when I've been asked to do this. So please, actually, if you do have feedback on casting, if you have tips, if you know anyone who's willing to give tips. I mean, I don't think we need it, but I'm joking. And wait, I think we've just been raped by AA.
I think we have. And I just used the unstuck command to get the hell out of Dodge. Guys, this was Eddie and Chris. We're now done with streaming. We appreciate all of you coming and watching, but we are now going to lock off and sign off, as we've been streaming for a very, very long time.
Right before we do, though, seeing as you killed me anyway, I'm going to say it one last time.
Astra Astrum. No, Anus Astrum. Anus Astrum. There you go. Anus. Anus. Astra, Anus, Anus, Astrum.
Astramus. Okay?
Astramus. Non collectirabundus Astramus est. There you go. Alright, take it easy, guys. Thank you for listening in.